So one of the key questions that came through, well, multiple times, was what can we do right now? Um, and it's a tricky question to answer because I don't really think there's that much you can do. So, but there's a couple of assumptions that you might want to bear in mind. We don't yet know the final law because it hasn't passed Parliament yet, but we can be sure that 95% of that bill as written is not going to be changed, particularly the bits which are going to affect how you're taking payment. So the rent in advance question was raised at the second reading of the Renters' Rights Bill, and Matthew Pennycook, the housing minister, stood up and said that he thought it was clear, but if it wasn't clear, he would maybe make some steps to make it clear that you can't take advance payment of rent. So there might be some clarification of our understanding of it, but I don't think we're going to see anything between now and the law passing that's fundamentally going to reimagine the bill. Labour have had a fair old time to work on this. They obviously had the renters reform bill to base a lot of this stuff on. So the first draft is going to resemble the final draft in pretty much all cases. So in terms of what you could do now, if we say that we know what it's going to look like, you can certainly get tenancy agreements in place. So I've prepared updated templates already for a few stakeholders, and it wasn't too difficult, if I'm being honest. Whilst Renters' Rights Bill is going to completely reimagine the PRS, what changes in your contract is actually quite minimal. And in fact, if I'm to say three things off the top of my head, it would be removal of fixed terms. So you have a purely periodic contract. You're removing rent increase clauses, which for student lets, you probably didn't rely on too much anyway, because we really are talking about 12-month cycles, aren't we? And then the other aspect of this is pet clauses. I don't imagine the pet provisions in the Renters' Rights Bill are going to change any meaningful way. So what that means is you can put together pet clauses now, and you can sign up tenants on contracts that will be compliant in the future, on the understanding that the legislation is unlikely to majorly change. At least I don't think it's going to impact on those three things, certainly, between now and the law coming into force.